What's up, guys? Genetic here, and we're in Crusader Kings 2. So the plan is to see how far we can get as a Germanic pagan in Scandinavia. So let's give it a go. I'm going to play with all the DLC active and no mods, but I'm actually going to turn off Sunset Invasion just because. Who wants Sunset Invasion? Now, obviously, it'll be pretty easy to start as Shaeland, or the Danes, and Sweden wouldn't be too hard either, or any of the large duchies in Sweden. So we're going to go as Norway. Norway includes Iceland, so I think we'll start with Nordland, just because they've already got 2 counties. So it's not as hard as, say, being Normandal, but it's still going to be harder than being the Danes or the Swedes. So, let's create a ruler. He looks alright. I'm not too worried about what he looks like. Yeah. That's decent. Now, let's randomize this first name. Hawker. Olfus. What's a decent surname? Rowdy. Yeah, I like to be nice and rowdy. Yeah, he's going to be already married. Oh, yes, he is going to be already married. And he's going to be a brilliant strategist. I'm going to leave all that as is, but we're going to put some traits in. I like to start at the bottom. We want to make him younger. So let's start with aggressive leader. And he's going to be trusting. He can be cynical. I guess our children can be more pious. We don't want him to be deceitful. At least not at this stage. We want him to be lustful. And that actually gives us a little bit to give him something positive. No, that costs too much. I think we'll give him a son. Yes, we're going to give him one son. So, he's 27 years old. Hawker Rowdy. Let's build Norway. Now I just need to remember to turn Sunset Invasion off. And it's not going to give us achievements. Oh, because we've used Ruler Designer. That's alright. We don't really need achievements, but we'll leave Iron Man on. Because we want this to be legitimate. And we're underway. Let's see how well we can do as the Norsemen. Alright. Now, what have we got here? I need to choose some councillors. Who's the best chance? 18. That's decent. He doesn't like me, but we'll work on that. Marshal, yep. Steward, 7. That's not the best, but we'll deal with it. Spymaster, 17. None of my councillors really like me. And our seer is a score 10. Right. Let's have a look at our religious screen. Both of my counties are Germanic, so we'll leave him on hunting apostates. We want to improve technology as soon as possible. I think we'll study technology in Paris. What else do we want to do? He's not very good at administering the realm. Overseas, we'll leave him on that because we don't really want him to bugger anything else up. We want troops, as many troops as possible. This is my capital at the moment. I definitely want to move that south eventually, so We'll train troops here for now. And I think I want to ally myself with Sweden. Because that would be a better move, considering that Jalen has some land up here, which is actually de jure part of Norway. So I will need help taking that eventually. So I'm going to improve diplomatic relations with Sweden, at least until I need to fabricate claims or something. Minor titles grantable? Who's going to be my regent? Yeah, I'd better make councillors happier. We've only got one eligible physician. The cupbearer. Who's a happy councillor? You're already... I don't want to get poisoned. Who's going to speak for our law system? The chancellor can do that as well. We've got no Volva, no Skald. Mercus, my dear. He doesn't like me the most. So we'll get him. And the herdmen, we've got space for 4, but there's only 3 possible. Who's our court tutor? My wife. Well done, wife. I'm glad I was able to find you a job. Commanders, I'm not too worried at this stage, so I might auto-assign them. What else do we need to do before we get started? I'm going to go with war focus to begin with, just so that we get that extra martial score and hopefully have a larger army. My ambition is to, of course, become the King of Norway. This has become King of Lapland, but I'm pretty sure I can use it for... Actually, hang on. If I make this my capital instead, now I should be able to become King of Norway. Very good. Successor nomination. I've got a son, so I will elect him. Well, nominate him. I'll wait till he's 6 and see how he progresses before I choose his focus. Let's start the game. We'll start on 1 speed for a second. So I need to check some things. So I've got 409 available. Which means I could quite easily take Finnmark. Let's just check diplomacy quickly. Make sure he doesn't have any friends. No. He's on his lonesome. He's got no vassals. I think we might as well go ahead. So I'm going to pause the game and declare war. And I'm going to conquest Finnmark. Let's raise our troops and get them to come together in Nordland. And meanwhile, let's have a look at our laws, our realm laws. Okay, I can't adjust those at the moment. Technology's relatively stagnant. In our capital, let's build a market village. It's going to cost nearly all of my gold. But we are incredibly poor here. I'll just show you. We are in the red, folks. So I want to build market villages absolutely everywhere. As early as possible. And then start raiding. Finnmark isn't actually part of our de jure kingdom, is it? No. But that's alright. It'll just give us that little bit of extra manpower for now. Which we desperately need. If we're going to head south and take on Jalen. Because he owns 3 counties of Norway. We also need to try and do it faster then other people grow. Let's have a look at this guy that I want to be my friend. Let's just double check. Oh, they're about ready to merge. Any second now, they should be there. Yep, they're there. Let's merge them together and march them on Finnmarku. Meanwhile, let's go back to Upland and see. So he's got a positive 1 opinion of me thus far. We'll improve that. He's got a much larger army. He's greedy. He's wrathful. He's chaste. Oh, that doesn't say much for his... He's already got a son, so he's alright. He's paranoid, brave, quick, so he's quite intelligent. He's a skilled tactician. He's currently at war. He's attacking Jan Berneland. Where's that? Right next to him, here. You don't stand a chance, mate. Our chaplain is already dead. That is not good, because our next one is our wife, and she's only got a score of 7. But we'll deal with it. I think we'll take some concubines if we have any available. We don't. That's a shame. I'm losing money. I need this war to be done as soon as possible. I'm going to speed up time for a second. Oh, we've found some technology from Paris. Successfully studied. 50 of each. Oh no, 33% chance of getting either military, economic or cultural. And there we go. That's done. And I did it without moving into negative funding, which is great. So that's now mine. Let's disband my army before it starts costing me too much money. And it's telling me I can create this duchy. I'm not interested in that at the moment. I am interested in, however, in bringing my marshal down here to train troops in my new capital. There's nowhere that's really worthwhile raiding around here. Unless we head down in towards France through Saxony. But I think we could raid some of Lapland. I know that they're poor, but just to get a little bit extra money, because we're currently on 1 wealth, which is not ideal at all. I'm going to hide this. Actually, no, I won't. I won't hide that for now. Let's have a look at intrigue, see what we can do. Oh, we want this to be an important decision. We can search for a smith. I won't be able to afford anything that he has to offer, though. So let's leave it. Now we need our army to start building up. We're at 507 and Normandale is 394. So I think we're about ready, almost ready to attack them. The reason that I took to become King of Norway is because, being a pagan ruler, I can use infinite subjugation on people within the kingdom. Upland, the King of Sweden, well, the Duke of Sweden at the moment, King Sigurdur, Ring of Svipjov, likes me a little bit more. He's up to 21. That's good. Hopefully we can become friends. I'm going to up speed again and have a look at this military. We have got a maximum of 777 6. We're currently at 521. So I might max the speed out for a second while we wait for In my studies of warfare, I've come to realize that clever tactics on the battlefield is only part of the story. There are other disciplines of equal importance. Inspire the men, and they will invade hell for you. That will give us inspiring leaders, some more morale. Siege leader siege plus 40%. That would be handy, because quick wars are going to be necessary when you've got such a low income. Well, armies move with speed. I would like them to move with speed, because these lands are quite large, and it takes them quite a while to move down, especially if they've got to get from Finnmark all the way down to Helgoland. So yes, we're going to become an organizer. And the market village has been completed. Our income should have improved by 50? Or not. I think it's down to the time of... Oh, we're having a small spear throwing competition. Practice my technique, etc. Yes, my throwing arm will amaze everybody. Everyone attending the spear throwing competition seems to be having a great time. They are partaking in the contest, conversing and laughing together. Perhaps the merriment is a bit too much, as a spear is carelessly hurled into the field as someone is still out there, measuring the distance of the previous throw. Well, that's unfortunate. So, Gudroder gains the trait mangled. Oh, and he's severely injured. Poor fella. It's my steward. It's not such a bad thing, because he's not the best, but... Oh, Toka won. My spy master is the best spear thrower. What a coincidence. He should be throwing knives, though. I'm getting better with my sword. I just got an extra martial and an extra personal combat skill. That's awesome. Okay, let's put the speed down a bit for a sec. One of my generals is open to me teaching him something. So what does aggressive leader do again? Damage and pursuit. I want him to become an organizer so that he's nice and quick as well. So my steward has died, and now we've got an even worse one. But he's loyal. So let's have a look. We've got 708. He's got 394. Let's pause the game and invade Normadal. Military raise. Oh, we've got 10 men in Finnmark. We need them now. All the men we can muster. I forgot to check how much prestige, etc. he has. Got to be careful of those tribal armies. They're a pain. Alright, let's turn the speed up. What's happening elsewhere in the world? Not much. West and Middle France here are at each other's throats. Oh! Even more technology. That's perfect. Let's have a look. I'm going to improve my light infantry first. Because that's pretty much what the bulk of my forces are made up of. If we take an army, that's pretty much all light infantry. And these guys here, we merge them together, are practically, let's pause, all light infantry as well. A few archers and a few heavies. Merge, and march on Normadar. We're losing money rapidly, so we need this war to finish quickly. I don't want Sejalen to expand into Norway, so that's the only reason I'm not raiding yet. As I feel it's more important that we consolidate a whole bunch of Norway, so that we have the clearly the most dominant claimants to the rest of the lands. And we are going to move into negative shortly. There we go. We're at a budget deficit. But that will change very quickly. I'm just going to speed it up. There we go. Oh, there's a temple there as well. So we need to siege the temple. We went positive again for a second for some reason. Oh, it would have been some gold from... Look, there we go. We got 8 gold from the temple. Alright. Let's offer peace and enforce demands. Now Normadal is mine as well. Let's tell the army to go home. We're no longer in need of your service. Alright. My incompetent steward has left some smugglers in. Typical. So the build time is longer, build cost is more, and disease resistance is down. And the prosperity of which county? My capital. Brilliant. Alright. My wife is pregnant. Brilliant. Perfect. Now I want some concubines. Actually, I'm not sure. One son should be sufficient. Some daughters would be nice. If I have concubines, I don't know what I want. Anyway, at the end of this year, I think we'll call it an episode. How much are these costing? They're expensive, and I need at least a dukedom before I consider having multiple sons. So I think we should start thinking about gold more. Come to think of it, instead of worrying about them expanding, we need a bunch of money, because we can create the Duchy of Nidaros now, which is here. And with that duchy, we'll own our first dukedom in Norway. Or we could expand faster, then create a dukedom. Because then I can give it out to pretty much just my family. Whereas if I become a duke before I start attacking them, they'll become vassals and it'll be a mission to get those titles off their hands. I think I will continue on the subjugation path for now, to be honest. We've still got about 5 odd months till the end of the year. So let's have a look at Nidaros. He has next to no prestige, a little bit of gold, and 600 armies, whereas we have 800 armies. How about Jomutland here? 400, 600, 400, 400. We're going to go for Jomutland. Let's just double check that that's part of Norway. It is. So let's take him. Let's just double check his diplomacy. He hasn't got any friends. Perfect. Lots of loners in Scandinavia at this time. Declare war. Subjugate. Raise. We've got nobody coming from Normandale as of yet, but that's fine. They'll get there. I need to build some more market villages as well. Once I get some money together. Let's speed up time. And we've got more smugglers. Where this time? Nordland. Oh, well done, mate. You're the best. Let's group these guys together and then send them. Does that 29 can catch up later? We're gonna overplay a tiny bit. Because it's now the... Wait for it, it's almost Christmas. Merry Christmas. 25th of December. I think we'll stop the episode on the 1st of January anyway. And see the result of this war afterwards. 31st December? 1st of January. Oh, how's that? A son was born on the 1st of January. Cracker. Oh, that's my wife's name. His name's Torbjorn. It reminds me of Overwatch. It's like Torbjorn. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you can't be good at it.